You know what? I'm a little bit hooked on these draggy times that I've been doing. This 20 to 70 mile an hour thing. It's quite addictive because every time I look at a car now, I look at it and think, wonder how quickly that does 20 to 70 mile an hour. So we just had this BMW M140i come in yesterday, and I've never actually had one before, never driven one before until yesterday, and I took it home last night, and I am so impressed with this car. What a wicked little car. This particular one is a stage 1 tuned car, and so it's just a little remap, and yeah, it's brilliant. So in this video we're going to do the usual thing. We're going to have a little wander around it, talk about specs as well, because it's got quite a big spec list this car has, and then we're going to go out for a little drive and do draggy times on it, because I want to see how quickly it does 20 to 70 mile an hour. In the recent weeks I've done draggy times on the Golf R, an A45 AMG. I've just been out in the M2 and the M2 competition, so where's it going to fit or sit against all them cars? I don't know yet, but we are going to find out. All right, so let's just get on with it, yeah. Here we go then. So BMW M140i. Finally, I've got one on my channel. How have I never had one of these cars on my channel? So this is a 2017 car. I think it's on about 30,000 miles. Obviously in white with a few little black touches. And the black touches do include the CS replica alloy wheels. I'm guessing they are replica because genuine ones would be mega bucks. So yeah, this obviously replaced the M135i, which you lot know I love them cars. I've done a video on one of them recently. It was a stage 2 tuned car, and I did do draggy times on that as well, so it'd be interesting to see how this compares to that car. So the M135i came out in 2012, and then in 2015 they facelifted the M135i, and then in 2016 they introduced the M140i. The main differences between the two cars really is the engine under the bonnet. It's still a 3 litre straight 6 turbocharged engine, but this one's got 20 more horsepower. The earlier car is an N55 engine, which is loved in the BMW world, and this is a B58 engine, which again is absolutely loved in the BMW world. They're very tunable. There's some cars out there that are touching like 600 brake horsepower, obviously with bigger turbo and so on, but yeah, very tunable, very drivable, and suits a hell of a lot of people. So as you come around the back, the rear lights, that's one of the main updates on the facelift cars, and as you look down the bottom, we've got a nice little diffuser and Akrapovic tail tips there. They probably would have been come on the car from a factory. And then as we hop on the inside, nothing really else to report, by the way, on the exterior. In fact, before we go inside, let's have a little look. Headlights, yeah, they're just sharpened up the whole front end. It just looks all very nice in it. I do like the black bits on this car, and even the little M Performance sticker on the bottom of the side skirt there. So yeah, back to the interior. Again, not much has changed in here. Obviously the facelift steering wheel, little M140i logo on the bottom of the instrument cluster there. That's a nice little touch. The seats stayed the same, and just little updates like the iDrive system, and that's about it. 20 more horsepower. But you know what, I sort of stand here and talk about it lightly. The M135i was an amazing car, and then they got that amazing car and made it a little bit better with the M140i. So I did drive it last night, like I say, and I rate it, man. Like I think, I don't know yet for certain, but I reckon this is probably my most favourite sports hatch ever made. Right? That's a statement. That is a statement, but we'll conclude that when we go out for a drive. Let's jump in the driver's seat and talk a bit about specs, yeah? Little bit tight in here, not as tight as my Audi R8 though. That is mega tight, but yeah, not here to talk about the R8, are we? So yeah, just got a text from my missus. She's like,
"Babe, I'm getting my nails done tonight, remember?"
I'm like, no, I don't remember. She's like,
yeah, I told you last night.
You sort of mentioned that you might get your nails done tomorrow night, but like, I didn't know you actually booked it. She's like,
yeah, you're gonna be home in like half an hour.
I'm like, yeah, I've just started filming a video, but so this video might seem a bit rushed, but I need to get home because my missus is getting her bloody nails done. All right, so let's quickly get the HPI up, screen record first, because I do want to show you the spec list on this. A lot of the spec I sort of feel like should come standard on an M140i, but it doesn't. So let's just show you the wonderful list of options. So it's saying a 5-star spec check rating, which is amazing. Yeah, that's seriously good. And 5 registers are clear, usual HPI stuff. The vehicle ID there, M140i auto, you know all the stuff. 5-door hatch, 8-speed ZF automatic gearbox, 2 former keepers, blah de blah. HPI spec check, that's the thing we're here for. New base price was £31,600, and then optional equipment 6,380 quid. And then if we drop down to the list of options, £1,600 for the sport automatic transmission. So that's for the just upgrading from a manual, I guess, to an auto. The media package, BMW Professional, £900 that was. Loudspeaker system, Harman Kardon, £600. Parking distance control, 595 quid. Enhanced Bluetooth with wireless charging. Oh, right, it's got a little wireless charger under there. That's pretty cool. The wireless charger was £395. Driving assistant, I've got cars everywhere. Go wherever you want, mate. Wherever you want, yeah? You go away. I'm just filming a video. I'm in a rush. Mrs. is getting her nails done. Yeah. Comfort access, £350. Reversing assist camera, £330. Seat heating for driver and front passenger, £295. You kind of, that's one of the ones I would kind of expect to get that as standard. Pretty sure that comes standard in the M2s. Can I compare this to an M2? Sun protection glass, 290 quid. Exterior mirrors folding, automatically dimming. Okay, that's pretty good. £275. Speed limit info, £200. Steering wheel heating, £160. Wow, I didn't know it had that. That's a nice little extra, isn't it, for a sports hatch. Alpine white paint, which you already know about. That's a free option. Cruise control, Dakota leather, interior trimming, brushed aluminium. That's quite nice. Quite a standard thing though. Run flat tyres, Wi-Fi hotspot preparation. Total price 6,000 blah de blah de blah, 6,380 quid. Market values, we may as well jump onto that quickly. Based on it having 43,000 miles, which it doesn't have. I'll tell you exactly what the mileage is. Sounds good, doesn't it? How good does that sound? 36,000 miles is done, so but a little bit lower mileage than this, but based on it having 43,000, the retail value would be about £20,500. And I just had a little look on Auto Trader, so we'll go back to Auto Trader here. Price low to high across the country. The cheapest one on the net is this one here, 15 grand. That's mega cheap. And then categorized ones of sort of 15, 16, 17 grand. And then the cheapest one from there upwards, they sort of start at about 17 grand for a non-categorized car. And then M135i's, if you compare them on the used market in values, let's quickly just go to M135i, because I think it's what a lot of people will be looking at. They start at about 10 grand. Nah, I think that's a bit low. 12, there you go. The cheapest non-categorized one there is 12.5 grand, right? So you're going to pay about £5,000 more for an M140i. Is it worth it? Well, I'll let you conclude that after watching this video. I actually don't know, because I do love good value for money. I love a bargain, but then after just driving this car, I do absolutely rate it. So let's now let's hit the road. Yeah. Oh, actually, before we hit the road, let's quickly look at dragy times, because I want to see how well the other car's done. So we put up the dragy spreadsheet. The car I kind of want to beat is Ollie's A45 AMG. That done it in 4.65 seconds. That was stock. That was a mega quick car. For a car to just come out of factory and be that quick, that's pretty good. And then downwards from there, we've got Andre's M135i, which was 400 brake horsepower, 4.8 seconds. Surely this ain't going to beat that, is it? And they can't do, because this is only 340 brake, but then it's been apparently stage 1 remap, so it might be as much as maybe 380, 390 brake. Let's just go find out. So I think in the fours somewhere, we'll soon work it out. Let's get on it, mate, because I ain't got much time left. Camera 2 is running. Let's go. Out of the way, Sammy. Out of the way, Andre. There's the M2 and the M2 comp. that I've just done a video on. If you didn't see that video, go and check it out because it was an interesting one. And then as we turn around this corner, you ain't gonna be able to see it because I've got enough lock. Yeah, you can just see the corner of the R8 there. Yeah, loving that car, absolutely loving it. Let's just get on the road, yeah. Well, I don't know what the crack is with me at the minute. It's like every car I drive just shocks me. Like, I do drive a lot of high performance cars, but even when I got in this car yesterday and I drove it down the road, I talk about expectations a lot. I had a little bit of expectation of it, and I thought it's going to be quick, yeah. Obviously, it's going to be quick. I didn't expect it to be this quick though, and I think that's kind of what's making me love it. And I consider tuning a lot, right? And sometimes just a stage 1 remap is just enough. It does transform a car enough to make it feel tuned, but not too tuned. But I suppose that wouldn't really, that saying doesn't really work well with what I'm experiencing with this car at the minute. I can't believe how quick it feels. Surely this car is going to do some serious times on the draggy leaderboard. Even the sound it's making, like loads of turbo blow, a few crackles as you let off as well, nothing too mad, probably just heard them there. Very firm ride, but not uncomfortable. Obviously it's just a little sports hatch, so it's dead easy to drive. After driving the M2 and the M2 competition, the driving position of this car feels completely different. I know it's a hatchback and it's stupid to compare it to the to a coupe, but it does feel very, very different. Although it's probably quite similar in a lot of ways, it does feel like I'm driving a completely different car altogether. And I am only comparing them because, like I say, I've just filmed them pretty much back to back. Sorry guys. Well, I think it is now the part of the video where we need to do draggy times, don't we? Yeah? Let's stick the draggy box on the roof and get on it. So I think the car to kind of beat is C63 AMG. I think they've done it in 4.38 seconds. I don't know if it'll beat that though, but sort of below 4.5 seconds would be amazing. I think the M2 done it in, I haven't got this written down at the minute off the top of my head, I think it's 4.29, and then the M2 competition done it in 4.17. I think that's a real guess. I don't think it's going to beat them two. If it does, that'd be amazing, but early fours is where we kind of want to be, don't we? 3, 2, 1. Effortless, so quick. Even the power delivery, very consistent. Yeah, I really like this car. Let's do another run. Oh my god, right. So, ladies and gentlemen, mainly gentlemen, the M140 is just as impressive as I thought it would be. Probably, in fact, more impressive than I thought it was going to be, time-wise, all right? So I've done one run. Yeah, I've done 3 runs in total, but run number 1, I've done the time of 4.13 seconds verified, right? So that makes it quicker than a lot of cars on the list, okay? I then done a second run, and in my second run I done it in 4 seconds verified, 4 seconds dead, right? I thought I'm done, right? 4 seconds dead, that's amazing. I thought I'd do one more run. I've done one more run and I've done it in 3.90 seconds. But this is like the best all-round package, surely. Like, what did I say? They start at £17,000. Buy one of these, £17,000, get a stage 1 remap on it, and you're almost as quick as an Audi RS7. Like, I think we're 0.2 seconds behind the Audi RS7. That is phenomenal. Now going back to what I said earlier about is this my favourite sports hatch ever, if we looked at just German sports hatches alone, I don't really want to say that this is my favourite ever German sports hatch, but it's definitely up there. There is one sports hatch in the German range that I've not yet driven, and that is the Audi RS3. I had a saloon, I didn't love it. The reason why I didn't love it is I just simply thought it was too much money for what it offers. They're basically on par value-wise as like an F80 M3, but they're just not quite as special visually. But mechanically they're unbelievable. And I've been looking at the hatchback versions lately, and I think they look a bit more squat, a little bit more mean. Yeah, and I am yet to get my hands on one of them, so I'm curious to see what my thoughts are on that. I'd love to see how well they perform for 20, 70 mile an hour. I do definitely need to get my hands on one at some point soon, but in a nutshell, my opinion or my overall feeling on this M140 is basically, I f***ing love it. Like, what a car. What a brilliant car. So yeah, is it worth the extra £5 or whatever over an M135i? The changes are so subtle. We're back to that conversation again about facelifts over pre-facelift. I think in this case it's actually worth the money, you know that. Right, so yeah, I think I'm going to leave it as that. So yeah, thank you very much for watching, guys. I hope you like this video. Do me a favour, if you did like this video, hit that like button. And if you're new to my channel, I feel like this is very repetitive on my behalf, but I have to keep reminding new people that if you are new, I upload a new video every Wednesday and Sunday at 6 o'clock. There's a good incentive there for you to hit that subscribe button, hit the bell icon as well to get notified when I upload. And if you're on Instagram, give me a little follow on Instagram as well, yeah? At Calvin's Car Diary. And I'm going to get home for my missus so she can get to her appointment. Petrol light just come on, and yeah, see you later. I'll see you in the next video. In the next episode of Diary of a Car Trader, finally the time has come to do 20 to 70 mile an hour draggy times on my Audi R8 V10 Plus. 3, 2, 1.